Hello and welcome to my classroom. If you're new here, my name is Vanessa and I teach 2nd grade in Southern California. If you're not new here, then welcome back. I posted a classroom tour last year and I'm going to be doing it again today. I have not changed honestly that much of my classroom from last year's video. So if you've seen last year's video, I'm gonna make this one like very short and sweet. I'm not gonna go into detail into like cabinets or anything like I did last year, just because a lot of that hasn't changed. And then from what has changed, I'm probably gonna do like a separate video so it's not like 45 minutes again. I would like to keep this one very short and sweet. So if you're interested in seeing what my classroom looks like this year, then just keep watching. Before I get started, I will say I have a full flexible seating classroom. My students pick their seats every single day, and I have a lot of stuff that's been donated to my classroom. And I also have a lot of stuff that I received through a Flexible Seating 21st Century Learning grant 2 years ago. So I had it all last year and then I'm having it this year. So I guess it's only like technically 1 year ago, like a year and a half ago. So I got all that, and then that's how I got a lot of like the big pieces of furniture, and then some of the stuff I've obviously bought with my own money. But yeah, so full flexible seating, and I don't like rotate students. These are like my kids most of the day, so I don't like have different groups of students that are like my kids. I teach other groups of kids, but they're only with me for like a super short amount of time for more of like an intervention type style of grouping. So just so you are updated on my classroom. So let's get started. So starting out over here is my main door. This is where my students put their numbers each day, so where that they will be sitting. So I made all of this stuff with my Cricut. This is just vinyl, and then I just made these obviously with just paper and laminated it. And so each table has a table number. It says what it is and how many people can sit there. On their way in each morning, they take their number, they put it up where they're going to be sitting, and then if they leave throughout the day to go use the bathroom or anything like that, they put their number down so I know if anyone's gone. Over here to the right, I have 2 sets of these drawers. These are student drawers that they can keep their stuff in. Since we are flexible seating, we don't have any desks or anywhere for them to put their stuff. I don't have cubbies or anything, so they keep their stuff in these drawers. So I have 2 of them here and then 1 of them over there, just to kind of alleviate like the traffic jam when kids are trying to get in there. So I have one facing this way and then one facing this way. Also, side note, my floor needs to be vacuumed. It's the end of the day, but this is sitting here because this is currently broken and I'm not bothering fixing it. It's been fixed too many times. It's just like an old school sharpener, so that's why it's sitting on top of the trash can, if you're wondering. Over here I have a sink and a drinking fountain. Just put random stuff up there. And then I have my Avid wall. So we were in Avid elementary school, and so I have my like scholar with these like skills that would make you be a scholar, and then our wicker stuff, Costa's levels, and then some growth mindset stuff. And then I've got a blessing and a curse of cabinets beyond. These are such a blessing because I have so much storage, but also kind of a curse because they end up getting kind of messy because I throw stuff in them all the time. And I also have no like wall space, which is quite annoying sometimes when I want things to be up against a wall. I don't like this kind of stuff. I don't have wall space, so that's kind of frustrating. Over here I keep folders. I keep all of our supplies back here, and then I keep our tidy tubs over here for when we need them. And then inside the tidy tubs I have boxes of supplies for each table. And then I have a little rolly a rolly whiteboard, and I keep some like math stuff down here. I teach my math groups over here in this area so that I can have the kids on the floor. We can work with manipulatives and it's just easier. And so I teach like up on here, or I use this board depending on honestly my mood. And then I've got all of these drawers, and in these drawers I just have a whole lot of stuff like construction paper and everything. They're really awkward drawers really to use because they are so like big and so deep back in there, but they're not very tall, so you can't like put some tall stuff in there. It has to be like they're like poster drawers, but like who has that many posters? I don't know. And then over here I keep my math group like stuff for the week in that little thing. I've just got like a countertop back here, and then I have like my student little number thingy imagers up here with their writing. I keep class jobs. I've got my word wall, which all my words are magnetic so that students can take them off, bring them back to their desk, which is why they're kind of messy on here. They can take them off and then put them back because they're magnetic. And I've just got it behind some paper. And then this is my small group like table. So I kind of use this whole area as like small group stuff. So guided reading I keep more on my table, math I keep more on the floor just because I like it on the floor. And then behind my table I have like these little trays of just like different stuff I like to pull over to my table. So it makes it easy because if I want like small eyebrow markers, I just grab this and I have it like all ready for me rather than trying to dig through stuff. And so I kind of just know what I need. Over here I keep like books and my whisper phones, and then this is all smaller construction paper and all like guided reading resources and stuff. So that's that. I've got 2 seats over here. They're the beanbag chairs. The kids like to sit in those. I've got my like assessment wall so students can assess their learning, kind of what does it mean to assess your learning, and are you on the right track. So you can take a look at those if you want to. And then we've got our Lego village over here. Every Friday we have Fun Friday and the kids are allowed to play with the Legos, and our Lego village just keeps growing every week. So it's pretty funny though because they make some pretty cute stuff. Like this little penguin is really cute. They must have made that today because that's new. Over here I've got more of those drawers. I also have a file cabinet full of stuff. Over here I keep my Monday through Friday drawers. So I keep all of my copies for the day in those drawers to keep myself organized. I keep the sharpener over here. I also keep the buckets, which the buckets don't have anything in them. Honestly, they're kind of for looks right at this point because they really don't have anything in them now that I realize. And then I just keep the iPad over here that we use for Class Dojo. That's literally the only thing it's used for. It's a super old iPad, so it doesn't really work very well. And then up here, I keep my treasure box. I have a globe that just was in my room when I got here. And I have this little saying up here, amazing things happen here. And then I have some cabinets up here above my desk. So my desk is built into the wall, which I kind of like because I don't have to move it and it takes up a lot less space than a typical desk would. And so I've got my computer, I keep my pens in there, and then I've got 3 drawers right there. I do have to have this like little table that sticks out because I need somewhere for my document camera, and it's kind of nice just to have like a little bit more storage right here, just like things I can grab easily. I keep my cart right here. It just keeps like random stuff. My plan for this cart is to like be able to roll it within groups, and it always just ends up staying in one place. I don't know why. It's kind of not really a junk collector this year. I'm trying really hard not to make it a junk collector, but it's just kind of like stuff that I use quite often. So I just throw things in there. I've got 3 whiteboards and they have all storage behind them. I'm not gonna go behind there, but they'll have storage. And then I use these 2 desks, which I've taken the legs off, and I use them as sort of a stage, or sometimes I just sit on them if I'm sitting there and I want to like talk to the kids and I don't want to stand. I have these 14 expectations. These are like kind of taken from the Essential 55, but we only do 14, and I've sort of reworded a few of them. And then I keep like our schedule up here, the date, student points, blah blah blah, stuff like that. We've got a screen, got like my little slant stuff. This is our flexible seating expectation wall. I had every intention of having the kids sign this with chalk and it just never happened, but it is what it is. And then I have the Chrome cart right here, and this is a door to just another classroom. And I've got these little posters, which were a freebie on TPT, and I've got this little You Are Loved. I've got this collab corner, so this is like collaborative projects, so they did a little base 10 building project, so I took pictures and put those up there as well. I've got the other cart, and I've got scoop seats back in there, which are like little bucket seats kind of. This is an area where kids kind of call their home base if they want to use scoop seats throughout the day. So if that's their seat, this is sort of their home base to be able to keep their stuff at. I've got a wall here of class stuff that I put up, so I just kind of keep that area free of like this kind of stuff. I just put student work up here. A reading wall, a math wall. This is gonna be my college wall. I just have not finished it yet. We've got a small little library area, clip chart, and then moving on to the actual like middle of my room. So I have a low table, which I've taken the legs off of, or I should say the bottom part of the leg. This table, they use cushions. I've got 2 beach chairs right here, which these are like a super favorite this year, and a little table for them to kind of put their stuff at. I have these desks, which I've lowered as low as the legs would go rather than taking them off so that the crate seats would fit underneath them. I've got a table of just regular stools. Another low table with cushions. This is a standing table, or sometimes they grab stools and sit at that with a stool. It is slightly higher than this one. It's at like the top notch, and this is more like middle notch. So it is perfect for like my second graders to stand at. I've got a table of wobble stools, and I've got a table of these padded stools I got off of OfferUp, and I keep these little rugs underneath them because they have like a little screw, and I'm afraid the screw might end up ruining the carpet after a while. So I just keep the rugs underneath them so that it doesn't ruin the carpet. So that's pretty much it. I went through that really quickly. Also, side note, all my tables are whiteboard top tables. I picked these out along with my teacher table is a whiteboard table. That one is a horseshoe table, not a kidney table. Not the biggest fan of the horseshoe table. I don't know, many reasons, but I love the whiteboard tables. These are like the best thing ever. The kids love to be able to use them. And yeah, so that's my room this year. I'll give you like a quick little pan of what it looks like. I am in love with my room this year. It's definitely like the most functional room that I've had, I feel like, and I really like the flexible seating like way that I have everything set up. I just think it works. And then I didn't mention, but I have sit spots on the carpet, which you probably saw the little dots. Those are sit spots, like literally called sit spots, and they are like $1, or I want to say $2 actually, $2 a piece or so. Not the cheapest, but they do, like, they hold up pretty well, and you can wash them in the washer to clean them, so I kind of like that. Anyway, that's my classroom. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if I end up going into detail of like cabinets or anything like that, I will make sure to post like a link down below if I ever end up doing that. I don't know that I will, but it's a potential if I end up organizing some of my cabinets a little bit better, because they're not very organized right now, but it's a work in progress. So I will catch you guys in my next video. If you enjoyed it, like I said, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button to catch up on all my vlogs and all my content and everything like that. I post at least like 4 times a week. I daily vlog, and sometimes I just combine days together, but for the most part I vlog every single day. So if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys later.